Yo, what is going on, team? I am here to just
All posted the same thing. We had all
watch
gone
a
out
bit of Contenders before stream. I will be taking a pizza out the oven kind of soon, though, so keep an eye out for that.
seeing that, right? I enjoy seeing that on the stage.
But yeah, I did watch the other day of Contenders before this one, just on my own time, because I was busy when I would normally stream. So now we're here. We're chilling with these guys. Looks for like first up we have SLT versus T1.
I know. All right.
T1 kind of disappointed me last time, yesterday.
Kicking on Nepal, of course.
Our pen just is. Oh wait, this is fucky. Hold on. Gotta fix that. But yeah, our pen just isn't like proficient enough off of the Winston. I feel like, and it kind of hurt him a bit. Oh, Cleston. Also, Cleston off of Reaper is just not very good. What is Cleston kills Jasmine in the die? That's a worth trade though. You take that every time, I think. Junjun should die. No, he lives. Where is Simple was hitting the super stall? Yeah, pretty good from T1 to kill Jasmine first. I mean, that's always better. I wonder if there wasn't a wait, what the hell? Oh, what a boot. That was a really good boot by Unique there. Gives him the kill, perhaps. Yo, what's popping? Yo, what's going on, Sig? I'm just watching some Contenders before stream and before I get my pizza out the oven. I don't think like I think it's a more chill kind of Contenders day. I don't know if I don't think there's anything crazy in these matches, probably. But holy shit, this is bothering me so much. I don't know if you guys can tell. Wait, let me see if I can show you guys this. There's a little like on my earbud. It's like there's a little like crack. There's a little like what's the word? A puncture, a hole perhaps, a tear maybe. And so it doesn't like fit snug in my ear anymore. So it feels like weird because one of them's like perfect and the other one is like loose. So it feels really awkward. Okay, Seonjin.
That was really good from Starlight in the end. T1 played some ultimates a little bit too close to the chest, and Starlight lasted through the entirety of that sound barrier. Boomjo didn't
That's
have this until Unique
kind of a good one by SLT.
So Starlight, they were able to dig deeper in their ultimates. T1 will have more coming into the next fight, but Starlight executed that about
100% you trade ult disadvantage by one Reaper ult for this. I don't know if I like T1 giving so much space though. Because they have Reaper ult. Not even giving space, but like not running it kind of thing. SLT plays really well in terms of backing up because they know they have Reaper ult, but to run it. Do you think any of these players Owl make it? I hold on, let me bring up my Google sheet. That okay, this sheet shows who's eligible for Owl and who isn't eligible for Owl in these teams that I made. So like I think Sad's really good on SLT and he's eligible. And then Alien it will be halfway through. I think Alien and Sad are definitely the two big ones here to me. Arpen also has a good chance of being called up to Philly, I think. I don't know why I brought up the spreadsheet. I just kind of want to flex it, I think. Or not flex it, but I just want to show its existence. Simple is good. Simple's good. But are we saying that... I don't know if Simple like actually is 100% making Owl. Whereas... Well, I don't know. It's hard. Hitscan and Flex Support are both really competitive. I could see it. But outside of that, I'm not too I'm not too sure. Like, I don't think Jasmine will. I haven't been too high on Bunjo. Unique had his shot and he looked really bad. Hard to say about Cleston because he will not be playing Reaper and Owl, I guarantee you that. He's been a grinder in both NA and KR. I could see him be in it for sure. Yeah, there's a chance. I mean, he wasn't on a mixed team in NA though, right? It was still a Korean team, just in NA. So that's kind of like a negative in that aspect if a lot of teams are going Western. If Uprising at CAD was mixed, then I'd be like, oh yeah, that's a big plus, but they were just kind of a Korean team that was chilling in NA for 0. Also, how does SLT have 4 ults and just flip point? Oh no, they didn't flip. Oh yeah, they did. What the fuck? I guess that's just carry ult. That's just carry ult. Don't even worry about it.
Starlight are more than expected to walk away with this fight. The question is how much they spend for it. And then now you have
Unique beat this. I guess that's okay. It forces what? Beat from them basically. I don't even know if I'm like. I don't even know if I care. Seonjin dies? That's not allowed, bruh. Bro is in. He just gets fucking rolled by Cleston. That's so sad. You real for that? For what? What did I do?
Needs to try and recover with that ultimate. That's a high impact ultimate that they need to get something out of. There we go. Finds Alien. That's a big pickup.
I'm J chillin', bruh. Cleston going crazy. Hold on. Cleston carried that fight, low key. Bro did the damage to Seonjin and then just walks up into the backline and blossoms? Hold on. Reaper goat. Just don't let him on fucking Tracer. IDC about that fight. So real. Yeah, I mean, real. That's just real. What the fuck happens here? Did it skip ahead? No, I skipped ahead. Okay, I'm a little crazy. Alright, so one thing I've noticed here that I didn't notice until last night is that teams immediately duck into the low ground here. The last map from the O2 match was so funny. Did they play like now? Like, did they play yesterday or the night before? So I watched the night before stuff, but I didn't watch today's yet. And I don't know who plays. I don't want to. I'm trying to get spoiled. Yesterday they just rolled. They just sent it. Wait, they played yesterday, right? Or no, they didn't. Am I trolling? No, they didn't play yesterday. I'm trolling. You're right. It was T1 Panthera that I was thinking of. For some reason. Starlight seem unaware of the area they should be fighting in. Jasmine fights low ground. I'm a little concerned that this is just that T1's just kind of winning. I'm gonna need Sad to wake up, RQ. Where's Cleston at? Cleston's kind of far.
Starlight biding their time. They can't really afford to do that though.
This fight's going so slowly.
Mostly across the DPS, that Kitsune rush timing is also a critical one. Did this exact same thing last.
I think they just win now because Simple's nowhere near. Honestly, the kite works. They're going crazy. Hold on. Oh, up and down. The second seed is super competitive because no one wants to run it into O2 in bracket. That's real. That's so real. It's between Panthera and basically everyone, right? Because Panthera is what? 4-1.
A really nice kite, by the way, from Starlight. They saw the Kitsune Rush being applied and sort of all.
And then SLT, the whole squadron. Poker Face is pretty high up there too, right?
On following into the close quarters environment outside the Kitsune Rush.
They racing for second, bro.
And Simple gets taken down very quickly off that dive.
At the same time, they'll have to fight each other eventually. Try and move this, rotate this. It's fucking earbud. Okay, Sad. T1 give up, run away. I think Panthera is basically guaranteed for second now. Okay, that's good. That's reasonable.
Still with a thumb in the pie, it's a little bit chunkier than a finger, but not quite a full handful.
I like seeing Hog go crazy.
And now Sad dies.
Jasmine died with Primal Rage, by the way. Why are you committing this?
What the hell is Sunjin doing? What the fuck was that? What did he see here? Because what I'm seeing is an int. Hold on. Arpen goes crazy. Legit, he's down. He's down 3. What did he see?
Why are you committing this?
What am I looking at?
The skirmish was ongoing, and then Starlight just kind of. I think they thought that T1 were just gonna.
Bro got a little ambidextrous for that one. One of the blossoms of all time. 100%. That was something else. This is like last fight too. Like unless they go turbo fast, unless they turbo int in, this is just last now. Stick my Diamond Reaper gameplay. Oh, he gets one. He doesn't need Reaper ult. Oh! They said, fuck it, we don't need it. How is that allowed? Wait, no. How does T1 lose this fight? Am I missing something? Okay, Seojin is way out of position here because fucking Jasmine gets rolled. Dives in. Pops Primal, but the Primal doesn't do shit. The Primal doesn't air. It shouldn't have been forced that early, no? That's crazy. That is actually crazy. You commit Kiri, Blossom, Primal? Or not? Wait. No. They didn't commit Primal. Let's commit Kiri Blossom.
Overstaying their welcome. Oh. Another unforced error.
I gotta take the pizza out there, Evan. Hold up, team. Hold up.
No, he'll reply. Oh, watch it.
shit. Hello, team. I'm back with pizza. You guys hear my roommate flaming the cat?
Yeah, big
I guess flaming. Yeah, I guess flaming the cat. You can flame a cat.
I mean, Alien going on
This shit's too hot.
really abusing a very slight positioning error from Starlight, but I mean, when you are in it's
Ah.
about to go 99 to 99, you cannot make slight positioning errors, so I've got to give
I'm still a little shook that
T1
SLT won the fight, but they lose this one. How did both teams lose the fight with Kitsune? What?
Saving grace for that is we have seen this
Okay, Sad is fucking way too far up. Bro is a nom.
overstaying their welcome.
Oh,
Another unforced
That was like way too ambidextrous off him.
yeah, big unforced error.
But this is still winnable. Oh, Alien.
Oh, are you kidding me? I mean, Alien going on an absolute tear there. Really.
And now it's just a wrap. It's just too late.
Wow.
That's crazy.
done it.
I'd be a little distraught if I was
Is far less
from SLT. T1 has been generally disappointing this stage. I agree.
my linguistic deficiencies.
Their match against Panthera that I watched was not inspirational.
See how things change up, obviously, as we
It's like Arpin can only play Horse and Winston,
pace of fights changes, the way the
so it's like on Hog maps they just kind of lost, or like not even Hog maps, but on maps where Arisa doesn't beat Hog, they just kind of lose. And then anytime they put Cleston off of Reaper, it's like, what is even going on? The only bright spots have been Alien, to be honest.
All Starlight from here on out. Well, so far it hasn't been because T1 doing a great job putting pressure down the choke. Mostly a Peach actually. Some big kunai and wow, Sunjin.
That was a close shave. And yeah, Cleston
They have gotten better though. They were really tragic at the beginning.
overly aggressive though. Alien gets caught out around the side.
Alien dying there is quite bad. I don't know if he should be dying there.
But they end up slightly overcommitting. Cleston and Arpin, and you can already see they were really starting to pile in, having not quite picked up kills. They were going to need to start pulling back out of that. And Starlight, they read the play. They set up Sad on the off angle, managed to find their kills. And
This barbecue sauce is so sweet.
as well.
Disruptor shot is such a powerful ability. It really mitigates a lot.
God damn.
Of what T1 want to take there. Honestly, Sa just puts it in a choke, and T1 have to fight. They don't get it quick enough, so they have to reset. Speaking of quick though, T1 right back into the thick of things.
Yeah, why not? No time to wait.
Oh fuck.
I mean, this is kind of interesting. They're essentially trying to see if they can get a favorable fight and set up a spawn camp. Nice angle set up there from Alien, but losing out on Cleston.
I like fighting this early.
Jasmine here, but honestly, losing Cleston means they lose a lot of their forward.
It's unlucky to let the gate open though.
Now, who isn't under any major threat?
Well, holding gate's still good.
Can't stick around once those respawns come in, and that means this isn't as big a stoppage.
Is this year really going to be O2 winning all stages with a different team in second each? Probably.
Yeah, and another quick fight though. T1
I wouldn't be surprised if we get that until O2 gets picked up.
Really trying to up their pace tonight, which is impressive, I have to say. Double Kitsune rush.
They're just so fucking good.
Down on the other side, Jasmine now finds Unique out. Interesting trades across the board, losing
The season 2 meta would have to change so much.
committed a whole primal rage to make it possible. So again, I don't know that this is going to be as much of a slowdown.
It'd be like neither of them are good at Ramatra or something, and he's like hard meta.
Slowdown here for T1 again.
also fairly cheap for Starlight considering that Peach uses the Kitsune rush. So now Starlight once again has.
There's always a chance though.
And that's the thing, this would make sense if T1 were getting ultimates out of Starlight and getting big stoppages, but they're not. What keeps happening is
If you were to make the best possible contenders team, like out of all the teams that aren't O2 Blast, do they even beat O2
you
Blast?
don't mind waiting for this ultimate.
Probably not, right?
Come back in a more favorable situation. This is what they feel their favorable situation is. Unfortunately, they Death Blossom cancel.
Like O2 Blast is the best possible team you can make.
Try and answer Cleston. No, that couldn't have been. Bunjo committed it before Cleston. That was kind of odd because they gone Death Blossom into Unique Sound Barrier. That was a good ultimate trade. They lose Sonjin, bit of a tough break, but Bunjo uses his ultimate. And now all of the macro advantage Starlight just gave up cart push time to accumulate has gone.
T1 are upping the pace of play because they figured out that Starlight are not responding well to that level of hype.
I think the only position you could consider
All of Starlight kind of panicked.
is hit scan, maybe. I'm not like too high on probe.
Multiple cooldowns for literally nothing. And even though they've
I think Probe's like really fucking good, but I'm not like. I feel like you could argue someone ahead of him maybe.
Oh, great.
It's so hard though. The difference is negligible.
5.5 minutes on the clock, by the way.
Your argument about pennies at that point.
Rounding the bend.
It feels like every team in Contenders is Paris compared to O2. Yeah, pretty much.
And not enough cart progress to show for it. And also, it's not like Starlight right now are on track to pull out a macro advantage. Both teams are actually in a rebuild phase, which means they're coming off even, and that's where T1 rather their faster pace of play is.
But that's what having a good infrastructure will do.
There is Arben, but he's got a primal rage.
They have people coming in, they have people going out. No one else is doing it like that.
Needs to pay off for them though, because otherwise that's a big.
This is what money does too.
Now Jasmine's got his own primal.
From shock and all that stuff.
Maybe a bit of an overstep by T1.
Now it's a can Starlight punish it because so far they've been struggling with Bujo. Nope, that's the sound barrier.
Cancelled. That was cancelled. That was massive. And that's the thing, T1.
Did Bro get Ajax?
Now it's a can Starlight punish it because so.
No way. Come on, Boonjo.
They've been struggling with Bujo. Nope, that's the sound barrier.
Cancelled. That was cancelled.
Since Kila's a free agent, maybe Shock picks up Probe. Maybe.
I mean, Starlight haven't been able to take advantage of macro advantages, and a lot of it's been because T1 with this continued pace of play.
I could see it. They should pick up another hit scam.
Oh, I've killed her.
A Widow player.
If you've ever been in a game where the other team just plays so much more quickly than you and does it without making mistakes, right? Because T1, as they've upped the speed of play, have not actually ended up, you know, fumbling too hard in terms of like the mechanics of it. It becomes extremely oppressive. You start making mistakes just by kind of walking out. You see someone steps like that.
What's the goal from Sad here?
Start making mistakes just
He's just walking.
by kind of walking
What is the goal?
out. You see
Am I missing something? Like, why? What?
Todd walks a little too far beyond the gate. There's no one else to peel, and 3 players shoot him. That's the fight over.
And half of it was because Arpen was already in position to put down forward pressure. You're always going to cut that guy off. You actually can't outflank the Winston right now. If you try and outflank Arpen while he's getting...
Did he say he used to play for T1? I don't know the lore very well,
Now T1 actually sets a pretty passive setting.
to be honest.
This might throw Starlight for a loop. They think that they
He's saying
that. Arpen into the back line.
no. Yeah, he's saying played for. Wait, I'll put it up on the screen. He's saying played for Element Mystic, Talon, O2 Blast, and then Falcons on a loan. No, back to O2.
As soon as they turn around to try and deal with him, you see Kleston in position to pick someone off, to isolate someone. And I mean, look, Starlight, to their credit, they're starting to understand how the play works. So they were able to back away that time. But that's still not good enough. You need to be winning the fight. And as soon as they poke their heads back out, one of those heads gets knocked clean off again by Alien. That was Sad getting nothing out of his overclock. But
Like, I really want to know what his goals were there. Because even if he wanted to cross, why would you not just slide in and have your team follow up? Like,
Sad has not found a single one.
SLT is legit just Sad versus the world, I feel like, man.
Where did 5.5 minutes go? All right, they just press the go button. Look at that. And, brutal outcome.
And then if Sad is doing that, like, GL.
None. Simple with the late Kitsune rush, unfortunately. Arpen still has a primal rate. He's been able to conserve that for ages. Starlight tried to back away there, Sonjin did, to maybe pull back to the team, see if they can make a last-second dive for the car, but they just don't have the manpower. Nobody's going to be able to touch, and boom, it is done. Starlight looked lost. Unless they full hold A, I don't see them winning Eichenwalde.
Neither do I. And I mean, this has been, you know, when you're playing with like a younger cousin, some like maybe soccer or something, and you do one trick over and over, and they fall for it every time, and they
Really feels like Bargain bin Shock at times.
Australia does.
Bargain bin Shanghai.
Soccer.
With
What's
lip.
your favorite saw film?
Gator Goat. Goater.
see
I don't know, man.
discovered the Canadian accent.
That's the part that I just can't handle.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not even just a Canadian thing. It's North
I'm not too, I'm not feeling it too much.
I don't know how you all take each other seriously, to be honest.
There's the
Unless he actually implements, like, top-down coaching
Speaking of getting taken,
and like add some structure,
wow,
it's all good. What's the pizza situation? I have it right here.
that's a good trade to find up, but honestly,
What's on that?
it might not matter at this point.
Okay, you can't see anymore, but this is a Delicio barbecue chicken stuffed crust pizza. Some barbecue. I see some peppers. I think this is onion. A little bit of chicken on there. I think I see some mushrooms, maybe? I'm not entirely sure what that is.
Point currently belongs to T1. It's Starlight who actually have to push them off it now. They've become the de facto attacker. T1, Cleston taking some beats, but is otherwise fine with the Wraith Walk. No dramas there, my llamas. Starlight, they need to get Sonjin back in the mix quick smart, but it's a long walk back. Okay, great trade there. They do lose Sav. They find Cleston. That takes a lot of pressure off Jasmine. Sonjin is
Huge W in the pizza department. It's good. It's good for Delicio, you know? It was on sale, so massive good value. It's not bad. Has there ever been a promotion from player to head coach? Yeah, Toby, as Frank said. Well, Toby's the only one I can think of.
And now they're piling on top of Starlight in a very confined space where Cleston is going to shine.
Even then, was Toby directly on Soul the season before? I don't remember. Probably, right? No, he wasn't.
All of that forward space. They are not going to let Starlight set up what T1 just themselves did on their defending half.
And I do not believe there's any way for Starlight to get a meaningful contest in 5v5 at this point. Jasmine, Alien rather, taking the high ground. Likely
Oh, he was on Philly the season before, though, yeah.
Then attempt to get a railgun headshot. If that comes in, that's the map over. And it's tough to believe in those check marks that Starlight have because they failed to make use of it through this entire series thus far.
Alien on the off angle, ready to pop an overclock. Let's go right on top. Looking for Sonjin here, looking to maybe pop something before they can get ultimates off. Doesn't help. The full Kitsune rush.
Yeah, Fusion 2020 to 2021.
Nobody dead either way just yet, but Starlight don't mind that.
I don't know. Some players can coach well and some can't. It's just like it just depends on the player. I just worry about Gator a little bit because like if his like coaching experience was from this season, I don't know if Atlanta was a particularly well coached team. So he might just be Brad 2.0, which I think isn't exceptionally. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Chases down Bunjo for so long that it ends up being sort of a nothing play in the fight, and you can't use the bubble to kind of defend against the damage that's coming in from the DPS dealer. So Starlight, they'll buy a stay of execution, but 3.5 minutes, and the card's nearly at the finish line.
If Gator is now head coach, it also guarantees they're going mixed or Western, right? Yeah, I would say. I would 100% expect a Western mixed team. I think it's more of a wait and see. I don't think Rascal is going to be a good coach, but now I've seen comments giving him praise. Maybe Gator will be gooder. Maybe. But also, Rascal was an assistant coach. And there's a lot more responsibility that comes with being a head coach. Right? So, it's a bigger step.
A pretty phenomenal job of getting efficiency out of their resources in this particular section of the map. The problem is they keep trading 1 for 1, so they've not been able to keep in pace with T1 because they're constantly having to reset their players. I mean, now
it's like, do we trust Gator with the responsibility of being the head coach? Not right now, but I don't doubt he could do it. I just wouldn't bet on it. Thanks for the follow on Hive, really boosting my numbers. Did I follow you on Hive? I was just fucking around with it last night. I don't even remember if I did anything. BPL sent you a message. Are you winning BPL? On the Shanghai Dragons? Oh yeah, I just spam followed all of those because I was like, this shit's funny. I had no clue who owned what.
before it can get underway, but it's not going to work because Unique can just sit tight and wait out the entirety of Boonjo's sound barrier.
I got them. Are you winning BPL from BPL? What am I saying to this? Am I winning BPL?
Death Blossom from Cleston is going to seal the deal. Final nail in the coffin. Very apt thing to say about a Reaper.
Sure.
A couple of late kills coming in. Boonjo is trying to keep it alive. Jasmine jumps onto the cart. They could still find some kills and turn it around. They need to maybe dust off Cleston here. They've at least forced him away, but nobody's contesting Alien on the soft angle. You've seen that damage start to mount. So T1 again. They were very patient in countering your desperation.
And that's it. T1 just kind of not letting Sad win, I guess.
I have much more I want to achieve before.
Wait, Sad's on Reaper now?
It's going to be difficult because it's
Really? BPL is a like tournament. No, it's like a league, a player league ran by, well, like with BP as like the figurehead, and you like get drafted to teams and you like compete and shit. It's bad Pachimari League.
for me on my time. Let's talk about these teams, maybe.
I mean, Starlight's hoping to achieve at least a map win here. Oh, Cleston Widowmaker. I mean, I think we've only seen one elimination come through with a Widowmaker pick in Contenders KR.
It's just chill for the most part.
It's more the theory of it than any actual expectation of something happening.
Okay, so Sad's on Reaper now, which tells me
Hanging tight on the defense.
SLT either thought he was trolling
T1 is
or
same again, just going to be able to outpace them a bit.
Seonjin was trolling. Hard to say.
I will give Starlight the benefit.
But I don't like their odds of doing anything if Sad can't just go, oh, Seonjin killing, never mind, hold on.
That's the benefit right there. They've reaped exactly one benefit.
Cleston. T1 are going to be slowed down a little bit, though.
It's better than I thought.
Directly engage on this backline because Jasmine will be able to free farm without the Reaper.
It's so sad that Sad's inconsistent. It's sad Sod. I'm gonna say Sod. I like Sod more.
Sort of a nothing play, though. They kind of just walk into
Big Sod enjoyer.
Everyone's just sort of walking. I mean, Jasmine has the decency to like tap spacebar as he moves and kind of hop. But that's about it. Everyone's just sort of like, eventually they'll show up. I guess we'll start shooting then.
I think giving this high ground's okay.
Very subdued.
What is this jump?
Like either team wants to be overly
What was what?
because that's not how
What is Arpen cooking? Huh?
sort of walking. I mean, Jasmine has the decency.
What the hell did I just watch?
I guess we'll start shooting.
So sad. Yeah. I think at least that if the Reaper is trolling, it's much more obvious in the Soju. That's true. I mean, Seonjin, I didn't like his positioning a lot of the time anyway. But I don't like this the most. What the fuck is this? No, like...
Very subdued play here. Doesn't look like either team wants to be overly proactive.
Bro is gone.
That's not how T1 have been so far.
And it's not that he soft jumped it, he fucking hard committed to it. He walked in even more.
I'm not quite sure why he was diving.
If that's a soft jump, it's better because their team was close enough to follow up. At least if you wanted to just drop down.
where it was like a soft
But going all the way in is like, what? You're never killing Seonjin there. It's never happening.
But this time, Arpe just gets body blocked by Jasmine. Not allowed
0% chance. 2023 Philadelphia Fusion main tank. Probably.
slow down again.
Which is why I'm like, if this was the plan, is this even better than Bellasaria? I don't know.
They're just walking. Now it peaches a Kitsune Rush. He's going to use that and they're going to win a fight. Having walked the cart all the way up to the cap. With like no... What?
Yeah, there's not much they can do there.
Members alive, and they're
You're
like,
ult on point, you can't follow it up, you don't have beat.
Way. Starlight.
Did Jasmine have? No, he didn't even have Primal either.
All members alive, and they're like, do we fight on
The caster's freaking out about this, like what the hell were they supposed to do, bruh? Walk into the Curie ult on point and die? It's the same result, man.
That was a little bit silly from Starlight. I will say this. Okay, here's what I will actually say. It is Starlight have lost confidence. Above all else,
Yes.
T1, and that is
Like, this is legit a lose-lose.
Not a
I think that was the best play they could have made, was hope Jasmine got Primal and then popped it. Okay, but if Doom is meta, our pen is him. Bro, you could put motherfucking anyone on the Doom, bruh. Lock, I don't know. I don't know.
Also, that is a really
I don't know. I'd rather have a good, maybe not Doomfist.
on that Kitsune rush, so Starlight are going to be forced to commit even more to this fight now. Ooh.
Until I see Doomfist come back at all, they're going to change him, right, in Season 2? If he's meta Season 2, go crazy, Arpen, go crazy. Dante became a role slot because of Doom. Yeah. But also because Houston planned their season extremely poorly by having Piggy as the only tank, and it didn't work, so then they were like, fuck it, Dante. I highly doubt Dante was their plan to be tank going into that season. Like, they kind of lucked out that Dante's the GOAT, basically, is why it was what it feels like. But, I mean, it worked, so.
But I'm just trying to figure it out by reverse engineering it rather than having had practice before.
Okay, good shutdown onto Cleston. Unfortunate to lose Jasmine here, but an important slowdown nonetheless. Ooh,
You get so much space here.
Starting to wake up.
And they stagger a little bit.
And this should be T1 opening the door pretty resoundingly. They got R-Pen, sort of the tip of the spear, and Alien providing a very robust.
If Dante improves his monkey, he might actually be a top 4-ish tank on the world. I think Dante is probably the best NA, like the best Western tank, to be honest. Like, if you were to ask me, like, if you could only have one tank on a Western team, who is it? I'm picking Dante over Reiner, over Kaluge, over Hawk. So, because he just proved he can just pick things up and be so good. You never have to worry about new tanks that get introduced. About like, oh, this tank is meta. Can he fill it? Yeah, he can. He's fucking Dante.
I didn't notice either because I actually didn't see Starlight physically on the map for the first 5 minutes of the game. I'm seeing them now.
I think Dante might already be there, to be honest.
Digging a little bit deep here with the
I'm ready for it.
pays off nicely for them. They found Cleston, maybe.
Now you can plan for Dante to be your only tank, and it's valid.
Maximum mileage out of that ultimate. Nicely done by Starlight.
That was a really good recontest by Starlight. They mirror the exact same ultimates that T1 brought to bear, by the way, so it's not like they overextended for it, but honestly...
SLT have ults up. Kaluge greater than Dante equal Hottie greater than Reiner greater than Hawk.
Actually deal damage. That is a good start.
T1.
I mean, Kaluge is definitely better at Sigma.
Last fight now for Cap at this point.
And Diva, probably. And Diva.
I think T1's defense will be pretty slamming.
Like, I think Dante's Doom was better. I think his Winston was probably better.
I can't see this mattering a whole lot, but it could be the difference. So, Starlight are doing the right thing here.
It's hard. It's hard. There's not a huge gap.
Digging deep on the ultimates, committing everything they've got. They know that the clock is running.
I don't know how Dante would do on ball. That one's been interesting.
They find a peach.
Please don't see
That should be not enough manpower for T1 to cut back in.
T1 actually stopped now.
On the ball, with Unique to touch, with Alien sort of giving a bit of fun.
Pretty good.
Got the overtime. Jasmine already going aggressive, trying to cut down Unique. They don't quite collect that.
Assuming they don't win this fight, which they shouldn't because our pen is dead. Yeah.
He's down Cleston, nothing out of the death blast, and there we go. Nicely handled by Starlight. Reading the play and like executing how you would expect a good team to execute is what I will say. But
Okay, let's see how they do on their offense. Dante Ramatra. Real. I'm so hyped for that character. He looks sick as hell. Bro is just an absolute Chad. I am ready. It's coming soon. We're close. It's the 6th, right? Legit 2 weeks away from new season of Overwatch 2. Right? That's crazy.
Not much purpose to this engagement, but
that is crazy. I'm a tank player and didn't really like Joker Queen, so I hope Ramatra is fun.
That is okay though, because
It's hard to tell my thoughts on Joker Queen because I just grind ranked,
I like to fight for everyone.
and
Contrast,
she wasn't available in ranked pretty much. So like she would like you're not playing Joker Queen now. I just don't do it. I'm a like kind of a meta slave. Not gonna lie.
all it takes is one good fight here.
I'd be like, oh, I should play this character here, so I do it.
Vice versa.
And I have never felt that way about Joker Queen yet, but from what I have played of her in like scrim settings, quick play shit, I thought she was pretty fun.
Peach outpacing Simple pretty significantly in the grand scheme.
She felt a little clunky though.
Not only do you have the defensive high ground to set up, you'll have this Katsuna Rush first.
But Ramatra is definitely more like engaging because he has his like two different forms that hopefully you can toggle at will. I like I hear like Sigma Shield style thing. I really hype. So SLT just kind of
The cart does move
not a lot going on.
Yeah, the cart does move significantly through the choke though, and now
It's a good kite though.
disengage from this Katsuna Rush and Simple.
You'd expect them to win this fight with, yeah.
Really big pick there, finding our alien right before the sound barrier hit. And that Starlight just layering up the double support ultimates.
Yeah, just drop the support ults, walk in, color day. I'm low top 500 on tank. I think Sigma has more playtime than all my other tanks in rank combined. Oh, hell nah.
This could be a disaster.
My Sigma's like my fourth, I think.
They get caught out.
Oh.
Bunjo.
Hello, Bunjo. Nah, whatever. He'll be fine.
I have like Zarya first, then Diva, then Winston, and then Sigma. But or maybe Hog, then Sigma. I don't remember. But I'm playing a lot of Sigma recently because bro is incredibly strong.
Honestly thought for a second you were about to start explaining the rules.
Oh no. Anyone who
Bro was crazy.
to know the rules of curling without actually playing it is trying to sell you something.
If they're playing Hog, which rank does. It's like I could mirror Hog, or I could just fuck it and play Sig.
Those rocks are
Starlight.
heavy.
Like you see like one really buff guy on every team, and he's just the guy who carries the rocks. Ultimate advantage, or at least a pseudo ultimate advantage.
I just really suck at DPS and support. I don't know, my DPS, I haven't played it that much. It's like plat right now. My support's like Masters or Diamond something, and then my tank is like GM4 right now. So it's like,
That's a nice one.
I feel that.
Especially if they can
But I also don't like super tryhard my support or DPS. I just kind of play. So it's like, I don't really like care, you know?
Space to play with, and also Alien does not have good sightlines on his own. Excuse me, on his own.
I'm just running it.
Yeah, the Primal Rage from Jasmine just does a much better job. And I mean, Bunjo's been a hero. Catches Arpa in the corner with a boot. Okay.
Oh.
I don't really care, so I fell, yeah? Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Sad. Going in on the one-man kill like, to find Unique is super good.
SLT kind of turning this around. Hold on, we got a match on our hands.
Defense, it makes it that much easier to kill the tanks.
Just, if SLT could duplicate SAD,
Part of it is I
or
will-
duplicate SOD,
This does-
and have two of them, they'd be so good.
Like curling, unfortunately.
They'd be crazy if you could get two of them.
Which is funny because the knife I use for dinner is still on my desk. I forgot to take it back to the kitchen when I made myself a cup of tea earlier. And I'm very upset with myself, so I needed to say something that kind of derided you a little bit so I could still feel better about
Map 4 is fun considering the sheer amount of 3-0s this stage. Yeah, for real.
Actually really helpful.
Well, I just want to make sure that you got it.
We don't have
And
humor
the
in Canada,
audience.
so-
I love seeing push maps.
Hasn't got that far north yet. Well, it's like how certain creatures can't, they can't survive in cold climates. Humor is a fickle beast.
Starlight not surviving very well either. T1 holding all.
Oh.
Oh, I felt that one.
Did he not have Wraith there? Why didn't he leave?
Certain creatures can't.
Oh, I don't like this.
Can't survive in
I don't like staying with that Wraith right here. This is kind of troll, no?
humor is a fickle beast.
Or gets forced out so easily. And then what? Your Winston's gone? Yeah. That was just a little ambitious.
That one. Not like literally physically felt it, like emotionally. But it is traded, and actually losing a Peach is probably the more impactful one. As much as T1 can put down a bit of.
That's a good kill to get a Peach, though. T1 have to back.
Jasmine can kind of stick his neck in the fight a little bit more.
O2 really be 15-0 in maps. I don't know if they're going to lose any.
Right in for it. Peach will
The only hope is Panthera get good enough, like, to get good enough at the Winston comp to beat the Sigma comp, and they play like the rock paper scissors, or they mirror the Sigma comp if they meet again, or something like that.
Taking a few licks, backs away, robot shifts back a little bit.
That's the only hope we have.
We're doing push things.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's like
And even then, Junbin will just walk in on the horse and fucking lay his spear on the table.
Overclock, which
Fucker's about to get the Overwatch Contenders golden stage. That'd be crazy.
not often we've seen that.
I kind of hope they do.
Again, massively ahead of Simple, despite dying early.
What's going on? I'm just watching some Contenders. Just chilling.
sound barrier.
I'm just chilling.
And that's actually interesting because Bunjo has
Watching a little SLT versus T1.
nearly 2 minutes gone. Sword fight with
People talking, you know.
Gen Z are getting into a lot more duels than I used to because they're constantly walking around like on guard. I don't know what that's all about.
Taking a look at the up-and-coming Overwatch Season 6 players.
I'm not going to explain the joke.
So then I can be like, I think this guy will be Rookie of the Year. And then he is, and I'll be like, oh my god, guys, I'm so smart.
Push, but no kills, so it's not really an advantage.
Well, that's such an unlucky
Going in with his
thingy.
own has it ahead of
SLT didn't look like their normal self. Well, SLT, I don't know. Seonjin is like not that coordinated on Reaper, it felt like, and then Sad also wasn't having a good game, so they just said, fuck it, we're putting Sad on Reaper, and honestly, it's worked out better, but it's still not great.
Lives here, by the way, now looking to isolate Cleston. Bit of a dangerous one to, or rather, a Peach, sorry. I lied to you.
It's still not perfect.
Advantage Starlight, but see when I've come in late in the day with Arped's Primal. That seems a bit.
They're getting some push, though.
There was just a lot of people leaving fights as the opposing team kind of brought in their resources. I expect T1 to actually kind of run in here.
T1 should just kind of run it, yeah, this Blossom. Oh, okay.
Yeah, why not? Alien with the overclock running has to duck away to cover ever so briefly.
Sad got air.
Using his
A legit air. I don't even know if he forced much.
to cover ever so briefly. Alien.
As the fight kind of
What the fuck happened here?
Yeah, why not?
He blossoms when the bubble's down, Arpen doesn't take damage, Alien just leaves.
Sad.
That's kind of not a great blossom, I think.
And technically,
But I also don't rate Alien's overclock, because it's not like he's gonna walk in there.
I mean, this is at this point, like both teams have worked up enough of a sweat that the baguettes have got soggy in their hands and they've lost efficacy. Single
Busted.
will be enough to get a little bit aggressive. Now trying to go up into the high ground to find Jasmine, but Arpen's actually gone down.
I need Cleston back in Owl. Bro deserves it.
I like that there's an
My Reaper goat.
that those baguettes were effective to begin with.
Well, it's more that they could have been effective.
Okay, Alien.
They can't be. And as
Where is Bumper? Gator Gaming.
brings a sword to a baguette.
You should be Gator coaching now.
He's gonna find the most impactful kill of the game so far.
Where is Bumper? Where is Bumper?
And you can see Starlighters are in
Phenomenal question.
to get ready for a fight just yet. 4 minutes elapsed.
This has been just
I love push.
this has been even by push standards.
This has been the pushiest push for a while yet.
I love having no one make any distance outside of the Coliseum after 5 minutes.
Not both teams probably consider rush. Losing Jasmine, okay, and then Bunjo. So here we go. Now T1, they are
Okay, T1, get some push. Go ahead.
We made it. We made it through. It's like getting past the tutorial.
Yes.
It's like, oh great, now I can play the game. It would be like
SLT can come back here, though.
You could like.
I feel like Overclock's kind of awkward at this point, yeah?
Right? Before they're allowed to like
Like, you can't really separate yourself from anything.
have to, like,
Wait, they just gave checkpoint?
like, we've only just
Really?
made the car now, and we can actually begin the
Or wait, do they have it or not? I can't tell. No, they don't have it, right?
Starlight seems to have finally entered into.
Rev the
Oh no. Okay, well, maybe not.
Surely they don't have it. The little thingy would be white.
What's going on?
Surely not.
Dude, what's going on? No one knows where to stand on Starlight. They're like, I think we should all walk in front of our pens.
This fight is fucking...
By one. Oh!
What is going on here? It's so scrappy.
Sad, looking a little bit lean.
Gator Gaming, real.
I would say to safety, but I don't know that there even is any true safety on this map.
Oh, now they got the checkpoint.
This moment would be made better if the bot insulted you if you got staggered out.
Who's these frauds on your screen? ICP would own them. So true.
But all right.
I mean, it was certainly would have made
ICP goes hog here.
I honestly think this mode would be better.
And they would fall over.
There were, like,
They don't know what to do.
bungee pits or something.
Oh, yes,
Like,
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Aren't those like war crimes?
I think so. Why were they standard in skating games for so long?
They have no clue.
Why? Very confusing. Also in like Crash Bandicoot. I don't know.
Okay, Cleston, my goat. See, Cleston's so good. Cleston's a goat on Reaper. Never take bro off Reaper. Cleston a tank, bro. Yeah, I know.
Like those dash cam videos of
I know he's a tank, but my Reaper goat.
the horn. So the pedestrian's like, I'm just gonna not
This unique person with some doggy on Guangzhou source owns in the mirror. That's real.
into the oncoming path and vehicle.
Cleston's genuinely performing well on the Reaper, though. Like, I know he's a tank, but this is a good look. Like, he shows that he's flexible. He can do all that stuff. No, but his Tracer's ass. His Tracer's ass, bro.
It's a good Suzu from the beach.
No, I don't think his Tracer was very good. I'll keep it honest. I thought his blink management and his, like, I just thought the overall Tracer
Oh, I guess we
mechanics were not great.
Kind of not. Once again, like right now, Jasmine is like, I'll pop a primal rage. Something might happen. Up and does go down. So
I don't know. But it's hard. I mean, they played Panthera, who's good.
Sad. Has to like.
So, like, I don't know if they play, like, SPG on the Hog or something. We'll see how they did. Because that's the only time you play the Tracer is if they're not playing Winston, basically.
Win for Starlight. I think they have more members standing, and T1 has left, but I'm not sure that.
I don't know. I was not impressed.
They put their baguette like over.
But, like, the aim and sharpness of fundamental movement.
Enough, let's go, boys. And T1 is still standing there. With
I don't even know if I want to say the movement was good. Because the movement and Blink, like,
hello.
and Blink, what's the word? Management is so, like, together that I feel like
At least an upgrade, please. Like,
it's very hard to separate them. Because where you need to be.
Like I don't need a full foil. Just I don't know. Give me.
But yeah, Cleston's a smart player.
What's the one? Sting.
But maybe more of a fundamental player, you know? On the DPS hero. Give him a Reaper. Give him
I
a
mean, it's
Torbjorn, maybe.
these have just been. There's no staging. There's no like intentionality.
Yeah, SLT's sad, man. SLT's so sad.
Look at each other, and then
They just
one of them
this,
falls over.
you know what? This is maybe the harshest thing I will.
Just
ever
give Sod a little bit of Adderall or something.
This
Let him
looks
cook a
like
little bit.
in my Overwatch matches.
Take away the inconsistencies.
Because the first two maps had actual fights happen.
Yeah, whereas this is just sort of been like 9 straight minutes of like jogging on the spot instead of having a running race.
Okay, they're in.
One
And then
had a
every so often,
treadmill, and the other one
yeah.
just.
They're like they're both on treadmills next to one another, and every so often one of them just like reaches over and
Okay, SLT, you have the Curiel. Run it.
to try and knock them off.
Let's go.
Just having a race.
How do you lose this?
Look at that, Cleston decks them off the treadmill.
Cleston, again, the GOAT. So what I mean is, after the decisions have been made, the blink has been used, and he has to just aim and dodge with AD and crouch. It's okay.
Minutes? I'm actually going to be kind of miffed. I feel like, couldn't you have done that 5
Sure.
minutes ago? I've got dinner reservations.
I don't know, I didn't pay too much attention to his individual movement and, like, trying to juke people.
And they may actually do it.
Oh man.
They kill Sanjin mid-overclock. Jasmine's getting
So I couldn't tell you if it was really good or not, to be honest.
simple. Hello? Sad? Come on. Death Blossom. Nope. No targets. Okay. Alien does go down. That's something. Sad is like waiting for it.
Please don't leave. Just do the fight.
Cleston owns Sod on Reaper.
There's 3 members left alive for T1 here, for those of you keeping score at home. But they're still finding kills on the start.
Don't complete the map. Just give up. Yeah, back up.
At what point did T1 just, I was going to say, do they just walk away and be like, we'll probably win another fight, who cares?
So they probably just hold their ults again, maybe use beat to make sure they use Curie or something,
Rush and overclock.
and then you win the next fight, right?
Though we have seen the sound barrier full map.
Oh, I like this contest.
That's an
I honestly thought you were about to say on account of being the better.
I'm a huge fan of this contest. It's massive. I like the beat there too. This is actually winnable now. Yeah, huge. That was a good play.
Look, I'm allowed to say on account of being the better team because they're about to prove it writ large in the score line. Much of the
Yeah, because Overclock isn't going to do a lot down there, I feel like. There's only two different sides that Alien could be on. SLT has to win 4 fights. Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. Yes.
I don't feel good about
There was no way. Also low risk. Yeah, exactly.
Like the third worst piece of my life.
It might have even been more than 4 fights because I got that one. Because you'd have to fight there. You'd fight like at the halfway point. You'd fight for checkpoint. You'd fight after the checkpoint. We're looking at 5, 6 fights, I think, actually. That was insane. Who do we got next? Who's playing next? I got another hour. Oh, O2 Blast Poker Face. Okay. Okay.
Are we still calling it Banana Rush, or are we surely not anymore?
Yeah, and you just drain them every fight. Yeah. Motherfuckers will claim 2CP was the worst thing ever, but then look at this. But then you look at Push and you're like, hmm. You're like, hmm. Wait, let me go back. Let me rewatch this fight properly. Let's see what's going on here. Missing is spamming air. Just shoot the guys. Bubble forced early. Junbin owns this fraud. And Probe finds a shot. But Proud finds it back. Ooh. Look at the ult charge difference between Premier and Heesang right now.
I like the poke, especially after the game yesterday, that Poker Face showcased. I like that
Junbin was playing like super elusive up there, like jumping up and shit.
And make no mistake about it, O2 Blast is the favorite in this series. They have not
Push has some fundamental issues. 2CP could be decently fixed by spawn controls or distance and stuff. I like Push fights more in general, but 2CP overtime is much better. I think I like them both. Like I think Push. Obviously, it's extremely hard to come back from Push.
I've never in my life experienced a rush when I see Banana. I'm like, oh.
And sometimes it feels like being better at the beginning is better than being better at the end of Push, which is like I feel like it shouldn't matter when you're good in a map. But I guess you could say the same about like being bad on point A, and then you have limited time to get through B and C and shit of other maps. I don't know. I think Push is interesting. But I would have liked to see 2CP still, man. I think it would have been very interesting with 5v5. And more fun, too, because you have less things to kill. One less tank to do shit. I don't know. Would have been cool. Max is so hyped with Junbin. I also like myself from Junbin. Look, if Junbin was of age next season, the hype would be all on Junbin. 100%. This guy's insane. Like, people would not be calling Max Rookie of the Year if Junbin was eligible. I'd love to see Max vs. Kaluj Sigma duel. Yeah, that'd be one for the ages. We probably will next season. I guarantee you we'll see it.
Their understanding of the macro is so good that you nearly expect anything that Poker Face to throw at them.
Proud is so good.
That's a big
And I was
shot
about
by
to
Proud.
say, yeah, don't underestimate the just straight up headshot.
It's kind of weird to me that Proud is on Poker Face on alone, because I feel like Proud's just like better than Probe, no? Like, that's kind of the vibe I've been getting from what I've been watching. It's harder to tell because like O2 is so good that they don't need Probe to pop off all the time, but I don't know. Toronto versus Shock, real. Look, bro's crazy. O2 is actually just the most ridiculous 2T team ever. The amount of talent they found and produced. Yeah. 100%. I guess you could argue American Tornado.
Would you like to know a fun fact about bananas?
Sure.
It's hard. I feel like Bliss is better than OG. But UV Babel is probably pretty close. Maybe even UV favored. That might be Might be fraudulent though.
Okay.
The current variety is called the Cavendish banana, and the synthesized flavor was the Gros Michel, sometimes referred to as Big Mike.
As American Tornado was not as dominant as O2 though. That's true.
Few specialty places you can get it. The Cavendish is currently experiencing a blight, so we could lose the Cavendish.
Yeah, they did lose in some metas.
O2 Blast using Kitsune Rush.
Yeah, with the amount of talent they produced across all years. Yeah, that's the difference. Like Korean contenders have a lot more
That's not me dismissing.
not structure, like support.
It's literally that.
Because American Tornado, like it was kind of done and dusted after like 2 years, right? Like a year or two.
Good teams that are so vastly ahead of the rest.
And like it's like once the players go, it's like there's nothing.
Win and then win.
Whereas O2, like they could like half like their players could just go to Owl and they're to be chilling. They'd get people.
Time to win.
Look, it may sound like I'm underselling Poker Face. I don't think so. I think Poker Face has had a strong grasp of this.
Yeah, as a franchise, O2 has definitely been better than American Tornado for sure.
Evidenced by that one fight they won, where Proud and Missin were the last two standing. O2 Blast are just a cut ahead of the pack. It's not the same conversation. It really isn't. O2 Blast, when push comes to shove, will win. That's all there is to it.
Oh, look at this slide from Pro. He's in. He's in. And he's unpunished. Like, look at that speed. God damn. They're on a mission. They know what they're on. They know what they're about.
Second early kill. You ready for third early kill? Here it comes. There you go. Oh,
Since Violet is also from O2, it's like all but confirmed San Francisco Blast because Blast is a reality. Pretty much, yeah.
Stop being an early kill and end up just being a normal one.
I feel like this will be the first year where the amount it is not overwhelming. What?
I'm not sound enough of mind to have a philosophical debate.
The amount of what?
I need to do a Sudoku before I can do that.
Like, that one's an early kill, I think.
Oh, trade back though. Babel does
The
go.
amount of talent.
I think that one's a
3 for
normal
1. 4 for 1.
It peaked this year?
O2 Blast. They sure do be winning. Oh my god.
Hmm.
So good, this guy.
Maybe. This year it had an insane amount of talent.
Wait, this high ground setup that O2 Blast has here.
Because Proper is insane.
Ability to kind of just.
You had Mara, you had all those
There's
guys.
also strong strategic setup as well. Like, they're holding essentially what is a.
You don't get a lot of the AT guys coming over.
Look how much spandex. they
NA Contenders has got most of their high level talent poached.
even begins.
And not a lot of people are coming of age.
I put all my banana facts way too early.
So I think that's a good take. I don't think that's a crazy take at all.
Across the entirety of Ilya.
Rookies were exceptionally strong this season.
My one context for banana is that I think they taste like chalk, and so I don't like them.
Really?
Yeah.
I've got a question for you, LaFon. Though.
Yes.
And you have to answer honestly. Have you ever eaten chalk?
So the answer to that is yes.
There's like you'll get Heesang, you'll get all these guys, but no one's gonna live up to Proper level.
Because I was gonna say a lot of the time when people say it tastes
We'll see, we'll see. That'd be interesting. I kind of plan on doing a video at some point of comparing all of the rookies from every season and like making the best team or two out of the players. Like who was the rookie season 1, which is like all the players, and then who's the rookie season 2 and season 3 and all that stuff, and then just looking at them all. I think that could be kind of cool.
1 kill advantage in this fight. So
Which league had the
point now they find Heesang collecting
which season had the best
uncontested.
rookies basically? Yeah,
Wasn't quite able to
maybe he's saying his Proper level, maybe not. I don't think he is.
I like that.
I have another.
I think Proper's another level.
Did you know that banana
Maybe. Well, yeah, you're right. We'll see. We'll see.
go off
It's also hard to tell in this current meta.
other bananas?
I haven't watched too much of Heesang outside of this.
Bunch of bananas and you want them to last as long as possible, you should separate them off from the bunch and keep them a little bit apart. You don't want them like right up next to one another.
Isn't that because like they release like?
Relative to their time, is it just raw, or is it just raw skill? Because raw skill is always the latest year.
They release and it
I don't know. I'm just looking.
Oh, proud. If that shot had
I'm just looking, bro.
opportunity to hold this, but O2 Blast is kite away.
Maybe not who is better, but just like making it.
Doubt this Death Blossom actually ends up shutting it down.
Probably relative to their time makes sense. I'll figure it out when I get to it. It's just like a note right now.
I was gonna have something to say, but my something caught in my throat instead. So
There's a chance that like season 3 rookies are worse than season or better than season 4 or something. I don't know. I haven't looked at it.
bide their time. They use the Kitsune Rush, which is
2019 season was also insane for new talent. Yeah, you had the whole expansion teams. Shit like that.
I actually want to give props to Proud. I mentioned Proud at the top of the game.
Lots of stuff going on there.
Proud will just win the game for you, and even if not given an opportunity, will force opportunities for himself.
And then I have to consider I want to talk about in their year or in the current year or what's going on there. So I just look at rookies who are still playing, then maybe they won't get better as we go on. Maybe it will.
Could start to approach a double 99. O2 Blast, they recognize it, so they back way off. They go, all right.
That was a really good. Like a lot of teams, I feel like would like be pressured there from that career ult, but it was kind of early for missing. The entirety of the 2019 Vancouver Titans, yeah. Bring back Runaway. Okay, you know, Cass. Juggle. Nothing. Yeah, O2 Blasts are coming up on ults right now. Nice, yeah. Played well. It's like this was a 99-99, but at any point did it feel like O2 Blasts were not in control? Not really. They're just so fucking good. I'm excited to see how this Route 66 was really funny. Also, he's saying it's not close to proper. I can't name one hero he's saying diff proper's on, not even as a shot caller or leader or analyst. Proper is apparently goated on all of that. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I just haven't seen enough of he's saying to be like, no, of course not. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's probably a correct statement. Bumper vs. Hottie Ryan battle on Season 6? God, I wish. That would be hilarious. Need that. Also, I messed up. It's this one that's funny. Yeah, because we get Ball Gaming. I actually like Poker Face's comp a lot. I'm a big fan. I actually think this Ball is kind of good here, actually. Because it's kind of hard for Winston to, I feel like, get in on top of the guys. Second time Wrecking Ball has played this stage. Didn't Donghack play it a bit? Or is it only Donghack that's played it outside of him? Wait, they just win, though. How does Probe kill both supports? What? I don't know why they don't rotate back there, no? Why hide in the little room? I feel like that's a major misplay. I think Donghack is the only other one. Yeah, I think so too. If you don't get overrun, the comp is good. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. What was I gonna think? Donghack, I remember, like, I feel kind of bad that I flamed Donghack kind of hard because bro's like 16. Bro's legit not even eligible for Owl next season. I don't think they misplay, just reacted too late. You think they should still go in there, but they just should have done it earlier? I don't know.
You know what? In all fairness, that had nothing to do with Youngjun being on a break.
I don't know. I feel like because Proud can just throw his E in there.
I don't even know if this game's gonna go long enough for there to be 20 on this tally. I might have overestimated things.
No, got out earlier.
Especially if Youngjun spends a lot of time dead.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter what he's playing.
The tragic part about this is with how much.
I was reading chat. I didn't see what he's saying. Did he just one clip? Oh yeah, he killed everything. I'm stupid. Hold on. You and I have my screen in front of me, but I don't look. Okay, well this was... Missing thought he could hide here. If Shot gets he's saying it proper, do they really need a hit scan specialist? I would say... It'd still be good.
Especially if Youngjun spends a lot of time dead. Because then it doesn't matter what he's playing.
That's absurd.
With how mobile. Oh, okay. Premier onto the Sombra. With how
I think you could get away with running heat sink proper. I don't know how good heat sink's hit scan is though. That's my thing. Like I can't speak to that.
It'll be a couple of
And then if you want to run double hit scan comps on like Circuit Royale,
You're generating a railgun, take your head off pretty swiftly. I mean, Junman's gonna be
proper diffs to like the merit on hit scanning. Yeah, proper I have no problem with. Obviously proper's crazy at hit scan.
This comp is so mobile.
No
that
one-
everyone-
But if you want to run 2 hit scans maybe for example or something like that, which is not
Oh, never mind, I'm out.
unknown.
Okay, Youngjun, I'm gonna put
And
up-
also if you have
crowd control, with the distance that this gun-
a meta where you want proper off of hit scan but you also need a hit scan, I think it'd probably be better to just let proper play what he can carry on, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want proper limited by people around
Why
him.
would you pay attention?
You want proper to
impactful thing in the game right now.
to fill in around
Pay attention. When I say I don't
people. You know what I mean?
watch this specific game.
Ooh,
That's brutal.
that's mean. There's 4.5 minutes on a time bank too.
If you did a hit scan for double sniper, yeah, something like that too.
This is
True, then you get the leave problem. Yeah, exactly.
O2 Blast might get in trouble.
It's like kind of mitigated because you have Heesang, and Heesang's also really good.
Well, I think you have to take it one
But
with crowd to make it
I feel like you just want to keep your options open.
very easily.
Imagine hacking probe but having it not matter at all.
Also, I'm surprised they're still on ball right now. I feel like they'll probably swap out to these mines, yeah?
All right.
Okay.
Or maybe they'll just win this fight because I don't like
Probe pressing the go button first.
what has happened here.
Shots down.
The mines make that window kind of useless,
Couldn't do anything.
even with the rally. Yeah, this is a little awkward. The Sombra is doing air.
Playing to his marks there, finds out a couple of kills.
This year on Sojourn had so much more carry prof, so you want proper on her? Yeah, I think so. But then what if you get a meta where it's like, I don't know, something that's not hit scan carry. Maybe it's a fucking Cassidy meta. I don't know.
Next to him, like, you know what? I'll go down.
And then it's like Tracer Cast or something like that.
Nano boost.
And just put proper on Tracer.
You cannot just win this.
Not all hit scans have the same carry potential as Sojourn. She has an unreal amount, you know? With the slide and the one shot across the map and all that stuff.
That's actually a good thing because otherwise,
Cassidy 300 HP, I believe.
bringing anything
Oh, bruh.
follow up on an EMP.
Listen on Ana?
Didn't hit anyone. It didn't matter. Look at that. Imagine being able to deploy a nano boost onto Proud right
Yeah,
now.
that's what I mean. He swapped off of Tracer because Sojourn was hard meta. Well, also because the other options on Sojourn weren't nearly as good.
Briggs, but it was in the last fight. So it
No,
didn't
the
matter.
tally there was because you saw Bliss nano probe
Oh, I
and
see.
Proud had an overclock, and I was like, imagine if you had a nano
Oh, yeah.
boost instead of a brig.
You know, I think the most impressive
Yeah.
thing about all
I mean,
of
Proper's
this
just the
is
best.
that
Proper's just the best.
O2 Blast
Simply put.
only finished with 2 minutes and 43 seconds.
If a tank had the hardest carry potential, put Proper on the tank. I find it hilarious that Soj hasn't been nerfed. I agree.
Brig is not the
It's unreasonable that Sojourn hasn't been nerfed in that
I
patch.
know that someone is otherwise gonna complain.
They better do some pretty good nerfs in Season 2. 2 weeks from now. I'm
So that was
in 1 week even. I would like to see the patch notes for Season 2.
That's hilarious.
Premier's
But
dead.
what I was saying before that.
Also, this Wrecking Ball defense,
However,
interesting. I don't like the Sigma on the offense here.
the brig,
I think you do air.
doing them any favors.
Even if you walk to point, you can get forced out with angles.
Like, I will burn
If you try and take this high ground, Junbin's gonna hit a fat
there is
slam on your team as you walk.
of comp, and I get what it's
If you try and walk across,
Ana,
I guess that's your best bet is try and walk across, right?
and I almost wonder if Youngjun isn't comfortable enough playing it, but I don't think that's true. I'm pretty
Wait, he's on point right now.
Youngjun died. I'm gonna add one to the
What? Like, see, I don't know.
idea if he was anything other than a
It's so hard.
The conversation around this composition, right? When we talk
Once you build ults, it's better.
we're describing what is its win condition.
But even then, it's still kinda not great. They finna be like, Sojourn is getting a fat buff. Cry, kids. Yeah, Sojourn actually has a lower cooldown on her slide and charges faster. Have a good one. Junbin's just having fun. He's just goofing around, you know. He's just having a good time.
And you know what? I'm actually gonna put a mark.
How much do you like Violet? My friend Predgod thinks he's like top 3 main support.
Because even the rally is like a defensive.
I don't think he's top 3 because
where you're like,
no, I don't think he's top 3. I think not Violet, Vindame, Chio are your top 2.
I'm gonna stop harping on about the Brig specifically, but you're right in terms of overall win conditions. Like the Flux can't hit anything on this team comp. It's too mobile. The BAP is
Violet top 3 main support is not unreasonable. It's
right now.
I'm doing support tier list like probably Thursday, I think, is when I'll do it, and then you can get your definitive answer. Chorong, yeah, Chorong's gonna be up there for me. But a quick one is definitely Vindame, Chorong, Chio are better. Looking at some other guys, I don't know. He's pretty good. Like, he is genuinely pretty good. Yeah, I mean, top 5 is reasonable. I was gonna say Funny Astro. I think Funny Astro is definitely better on Lucio. See, I like how Violet charges beat. I hate how he dies before he can use it. Yeah. I don't like his beats when he uses it anyway sometimes. I think his beat usage is not great either. We're all forgetting about the Giga Chat opener. I actually looked over at opener for a second and I was thinking about saying it, but I was like, it's really hard to justify because Washington was so bad. Violet's beat usage is the worst thing about the Lucio. I agree. I'm even okay with him dying as much. I just hate that like he doesn't use beat that well. I'm trolling, by the way. Opener is mid. No, opener's actually good, I think. I think opener's actually good. I'm not trolling. You know who I really like? Yveltal. Yveltal is one of my favorite supports in the league. I'm a huge fan of Yveltal. Of Xerneas, sorry. Better than Closer. Real? Oh, UGMP! It does nothing.
You can't play through it for a fight win. Not ideal, like, not really. You were like,
this is just so sad. This is so sad. They're on the beach almost. Go to the beach. Please go to the beach, Junbin. Stats-wise, Violet was the most successful Lucio by the end of the season, but stats don't tell the whole story. Yeah, exactly. I get flamed so hard when I picked him over Astro in a debate. Astro is a better Lucio, I think. Even when people try to pick out his Summer Showdown wasn't great, he was still pretty good. He was better than Violet statistically in the Summer Showdown. I don't know. But if you want to have only one main support, Violet's obviously better. Like, Funny Astro's not worth having after off of Lucio. Better Brig, better Mercy, shown a good flex. Yeah. And even the whole thing of like main support, flex support, it's kind of dying as it is, because sometimes you're gonna want double flex, double main, as we saw. Alright, I had a fraudulent take on Chio being better than Violet, but Violet greater than Funny Astro easily. Really? I mean, it depends on what your criteria is. If you consider all the main supports, yeah. Oh my god, I accidentally stepped too far forward and they have 4.5. What the fuck? How fast is the speed run? Double Sigma? Okay. He's saying on Widow? Please stay. No, he won't. Violet is definitely better as your only main support than Funny Astro. 100%. Because he can play the Brig, he can play the BAP, he can flex over to whatever the fuck he wants. But I'd rather have Funny Astro and Violet. Like, Funny Astro still adds something, you know what I mean? I think Vindame is the most talented main support, like raw talent. He came out of nowhere. I don't know. It's hard to gauge main support talent, to be honest with you. I don't think he's the most talented Lucio, and I think Lucio has the highest skill ceiling of the main supports. So, following my line of thinking, I would think he's probably not. He learned Lucio in like a day. Sure, but like that doesn't like. But Lucio, I feel like has a lot of technicalities, and like he's actually like a really deep, like high skill ceiling. Like we see what Funny Astro's done, we see what Lee Jae-gon's done. Vindame hasn't come close to that. He's smart, and that's why he can pick things up easily because he knows his role on the Lucio, and he's like he'll go for the fucking dive bombs to boop up the Lucio mid beat and shit like that. But in terms of like the aggressive Lucio playstyle, which is probably a higher skill ceiling and a better mechanics, like showcase, I don't know. You've seen Super Genjin get ready for Violent Ramatra. I'm here for it. I'm here. I'm ready. Give Violet on every roll. Let's see what happens. At this point, Violet only unproven support is Mercy, and she's meta irrelevant. Yeah, pretty much. I can't think of anything else. He diffed Lee Jae-gon while never having played him professionally, mechanically outplaying Lee Jae-gon and making him Ajax. Sure, but one situation against Lee Jae-gon doesn't really say the whole story. No? I don't know. I think Vindame is really good, but I'm not going to call him mechanically the best or the most talented Lucio or the most talented main support. I don't know. That feels kind of fraudulent. Because like you gain mechanics. Violet Cassie already happened. Why not Ramatra? Why not Ramatra? That's what I'm saying. If you make Violet the only player on a team, you could still beat Paris from this past season. That's true. 2 years ago, he was non-existent.
This is.
Vindame?
You know, I take it back what we said after that.
Yeah, probably.
During the attacking half of O2's map, Paraiso. I think this should not be allowed to be shown.
1 year ago, he was a top three main support in Contenders. Yeah. No, Vindame's the GOAT. Vindame is literally my second best main support on the season. And my best, and the most well-rounded one, probably. But, like, that's not the same as saying he's the most talented. Like, what? I don't know. What is talent to you? Are you talking about mechanical talent? Like, in innate way? Like smarts? Like, talent is kind of vague, no?
I think we can actually talk about what's really happening and how O2 Blast are making this work right now. There's actually some merit to be pulled from there.
You mean like natural talent? Like he's just like learning fast? Talent is whatever proper is. That's real. Proper is peak talent.
Great pick potential with a significant amount of safety. Makes a lot of sense. Heesang goes down, Proud finding a nice hand shot. There we go, pick potential happening. But Yangjun...
Also, these guys, what time do you think O2 Blast caps with?
There's also defensive layers on O2.
2 minutes? Three? No, they can't get through. 20 seconds is too fast. 220? 115? Talent is the ability to learn plus ceiling. Okay, using that definition, I think that's valid to call him the most talented. Maybe, that's fair. He does learn extremely fast, no doubt. I can see his ceiling being pretty high. He was pretty good on the Zen as well. Ooh. 156? I think it's going to be shorter than 156 now. Final answer is 2... 210? 213. No one touches. 12. Okay. And his Brig is legendary. To counter your point about learning plus ceiling, Violet basically didn't play Lucio much before this season. I know he played a little bit, right? He played a little bit in season 5 or season 4.
Yeah, me too, bro. Me
I think. But like, my God, bro's Joker. But you could argue that Violet is more talented, I think, and has a high ceiling. Like that's an argument there if you're going by that. Yeah.
Please.
How dare you?
No! We were this close to great.
This is just a 4-minute thingy. Do you think FD God gets back into the league this year? Because a lot of teams claim to be going Western, or because the rumor says a lot of teams go Western? I think there's a chance. But I don't know. Because Western, I don't know if by Western they mean NA, or if Western they mean like not Korean. Because if the reasoning was to avoid visa stuff, but you still have that problem from EU, so I don't think he should.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
My top 3 main support this season is Vindame, greater than Chio, better than Violet, but I think Vindame and Violet are not far apart. Violet has the greatest coach in history, many years of OWL experience, and the second best team in the world around him. Vindame came from nothing and 2 years later was on top. Sure, but it's easier to learn, like, whenever you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, obviously Vindame's climb is impressive, but it's like Violet has shown to have a higher peak. You know what the peak of Violet is. Who's to say what Vindame's peak is?
I want you, the viewer, to understand that I have had to swallow so many
I think Vindame's better, though. For me, he's too much of a one-trick on a dying role. Well, Lucio was the most played character in OWL Season 5. So I don't know if it's really dying. In general, not on main support. As a player. And who's to say that he can't reach that same peak on Lucio? Like, there's no reason he couldn't. He has the mechanics. No?
The back would be the better call here. But even then, I respect what they're going for.
Ooh, that was a little cheeky. That was nice.
If they subbed in your sig, O2 would have capped in 3 minutes. Oh, hell nah. Lucio was more played than Sojourn? Yeah, because Soldier played stage 1, right? And Lucio was still played in that time? So Sojourn missed a stage of playtime. And she was close, though. She was really close. I think the number is like Lucio's at like 60%. And then Sojourn and maybe Ana are like just under 50. Violet's Lucio has improved so much this last season. Who says it can't improve more? Yeah, I think it will improve more.
I don't know what to talk about. The thing is, I also feel like I've done to death how silly this brig is. And like... O2 Blast. O2 Blast have made my point better than I could ever have done so. Yeah. So at this point, it's like... The
Zen Ana meta also put Lucio below Sojourn, but that wasn't a hard meta though. There was still Lucio playtime in there.
In tier 2 right now.
That was...
Brother.
Here's a fun question. If you could sign with any team other than your favorite, which one would you sign with?
And Max gets Pepe 1-to-1 with a gravitic flux.
I mean, at this point, he's saying he's dancing around them.
They're gonna full hold. They're gonna full hold.
Vancouver, probably.
You know what? You know what'd be so fun?
Because I can't say Toronto.
Because of this.
And I like Canada.
See how the comp is supposed to work because of our O2 Blast player, and they start using it to great effect.
So I'll go with Vancouver. And I don't think I want to be on one of the most popular teams. Like, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, there'd be like a lot of pressure. And a lot of like you see fucking Shock lose a grand finals and people are calling for Kilo's head. And it's like, I don't know if I want that. I think main supports will start learning flex, and his ability to flex support is not going to be that special anymore. Okay, but like the ability to, okay. This is such a weird argument. That's not a negative though. And his flex support is still going to be better than most main supports just trying to flex to it for multiple years to come, I would say. Right? Or at least 1 year to come, depending on how fast it goes. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that, like, you're reading so far deep into the future now.
I don't believe it.
It's 4 minutes too late.
If they start winning,
I don't know. I'm not trying to go that far.
One of my socks. 1-for-1 trade.
If I wasn't able to sign with Shock, I'd go with Philly just for suffering. Why would you want to suffer on Philly? I guess you get second place. You get some good bag. You know, you get some bag. Speaking of Kilo's head, where do you think he goes? I'm thinking he replaces Wub in Vegas.
Premier. Right now, I'm trying to decide which of them be the tastiest.
I mean, O2 still has opportunity. Don't.
I think
They could still absolutely bolt. Fable did find missing.
I don't fucking know. I think he wants to be a starter,
Look at that.
and that's why he wanted to leave Shock, is what I would guess.
Low but alive. Unfortunately.
And because we have no clue what other team pieces are, I really can't speak. This series was a massacre. Yeah, this is the biggest stomp maybe ever. Didn't Kilo have 1 or 2 fraudulent maps on Tracer? I don't remember. Maybe. Kilo is still okay. Yeah, I think he's okay. I think Kilo is okay with very high upside. Like, I still think he has incredibly high upside. And Kilo could have a crazy bounce back season, and we could be saying he's actually better than Merritt. You know what I mean? His ash is juicy. Okay. It's a weird way to phrase that. A team might sign him in hopes to lure mauling Shock enjoyers to their fan base. Maybe. I feel like it's a very small part of like getting a player like Kilo though. Do Shock fans even like Kilo? Some of them don't. Some of them will. I feel like you wouldn't probably get that many. Alright, but I think I'm going to head off now because I have 40 minutes until scrims and I will not have enough time to get through another match. So I'll just. Who's the next guys? Oh, it's Panthera versus SPG. Oh, this is gonna be a good match though. Unlucky. I should have watched this one instead of the other one, but yeah. So I'm gonna go now, I think. And yeah. The only player I didn't like I on Shock was Mikey. Real based. Top Dragon love. Real. Hype for Top Dragon. But yeah, I'm gonna have a good one. Or I encourage you to have a good one. Thanks for popping in. Deuces. Boom.